Panthers hire Buccaneers O-coordinator Dave Canales as coach. Charlotte, North Carolina. The Carolina Panthers have hired Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator Dave Canales as head coach, the team announced Thursday. Terms of the deal were not announced, but a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter that the contract is for 6 years. The Panthers hope Canales, 42, can do for Bryce Young what he did for quarterbacks Russell Wilson, Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield. Dave's background is rooted in success, Panthers owner David Tepper said in a statement. Dave's background is rooted in success. Canales took to social media shortly after his hiring was announced Thursday. "Excited for what's to come, but right now just thankful for my time with the Buccaneers," he wrote. "Amazing fans and organization. Thanks to Coach Todd Bowles, the staff and the amazing players that I was honored to work with. I'll be rooting for y'all 15 weeks out of the year. Thank you." Canales had his second interview with the Panthers on Wednesday in Charlotte, where he met with Tepper, new general manager Dan Morgan and others on the search committee. Canales and Morgan will report directly to Tepper, the team said. "I'm excited to work alongside Dave again," Morgan said. "I'm excited to work alongside Dave again." Morgan spent 8 years with Canales on the Seattle Seahawks staff from 2010 to 2017 when Canales was the wide receivers coach. Familiarity with Morgan and being a disciple of former Seattle head coach Pete Carroll was a factor. Canales started with Carroll as USC's strength and conditioning coach in 2009 and followed him to Seattle. Carroll said at the 2023 NFL Combine in Indianapolis that losing Canales to Tampa Bay was big for his organization. He isn't surprised by Canales' rise through the coaching ranks. "Dave is a guy who, for me, I have always gone to him to communicate with him, because he has great vision and great insights and he works really well with people," Carroll said. "And so, he's been an integral part of our process along the way. So to me he's going to be highly successful." Canales was the passing game coordinator for the Seahawks in 2020 when Wilson set career highs with 40 touchdowns and a 68.8 completion percentage and also passed for 4,212 yards. He was the quarterbacks coach for Seattle in 2022 when Smith passed for a career-high 4,282 yards and 30 touchdowns with a 69.8 completion percentage. He was the offensive coordinator at Tampa Bay this season when Mayfield, who spent the previous season with the Panthers, had a career-high 4,044 yards, 28 touchdowns and 64.3 completion percentage. Canales will inherit Young, the number 1 pick of the 2023 draft, who had statistically one of the worst seasons in NFL history for a quarterback taken with the top pick. The Panthers went 2-14 in Young's 16 starts. He missed 1 game because of an ankle injury. He passed for 11 touchdowns to 10 interceptions with a 59.8 completion percentage. His QBR, 33.3, ranked 29th of 30 qualified quarterbacks, better only than Zach Wilson of the New York Jets at 30.5. Canales heads to a Carolina team that had an NFL worst 2-15 record in 2023 and has had 6 straight losing seasons since Tepper purchased it in 2018. The Panthers entered the search with Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson as their top target, per a league source. But multiple sources said Johnson favored at least one other team, the Washington Commanders, over Carolina even though he is a native of the Carolinas. Johnson would not have been available for an in-person interview until after Sunday's NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. Canales replaces Frank Reich, who was fired just 11 games into his first season as the team's head coach after he received a 4-year contract. Week 1 in 2024 will mark the Panthers' 3rd coach in as many years. Matt Rule in 2022, Reich in 2023. Including interim coaches, Steve Wilkes in 2022, Chris Tabor in 2023. Canales will be the 5th coach for the Panthers since 2022. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.